Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and this is the British Bionic Babe. And yes, I don't have an intro because I'm currently working on a new intro for you guys, so I must apologize for that. I promise you, not the next video, but the video after that, I'll actually have a new intro for you guys. So, as you can see from the title, we're going to go ahead and review Riu Negril for a disabled person. Now, I went on a staycation. I booked my reservation a month in advance to stay 4 days, 3 nights. And let's take a look at the good part of Riu Negril. Now, first of all, before I head into that, if you're new here, thank you so much for being on another journey with me. For my regular subs, thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys, sticking with it. If you do not know, my little community is called the Bionics. So you, my little community, I have dubbed you the Bionics. You can tell me in the comment if you like the name. I did throw it out on my TikTok and my Instagram. If you guys are not following me, you should definitely, use that and go follow me. But I really appreciate you guys. Honestly, your support is overwhelming. I like the fact that you guys continuously come up with new ideas for my pain management, always encouraging me and always letting me know how encouraging I am to you guys. But enough of the rambling. Let's get into the good part of my staycation of Riu Negril.
The next the next morning.
Good morning. Yes, it's morning time. I I'm not gonna apologize. I'm just gonna say I hope you enjoy the first part of the video because we're doing things different. So I'm starting it off different. I mean, in the new year, you'll actually see it, but we're starting things off different. So, hello, welcome to my channel again. And this is the British Bionic Babe. And if you are new here, thank you for coming on this wonderful journey with me. To my regular OGs, I will never, ever, ever not big you guys up because no matter what, you guys are always here with me. So as you can see, I'm on a vacation, staycation. It's going to be an awesome weekend and I'm going to take you guys along with me. So remember to like, subscribe, share, comment. Let me know what you guys think of the video because your opinion means the world to me. So this is day 2. So let's get into it. Okay, so this is the first outfit for today. Yeah, I'm going to breakfast, but I don't think I want to come back. So This is the first outfit. I got this kimono and swimsuit from Beats by Nords on Instagram. I'm gonna put that link in my description. And of course the shorts is from Shein. And you know I'm a Bridget's girl, so my cutaways are from Bridget. But this is the full outfit. Oversized shades. Think I'm looking cute. Okay, so let's go.
A few moments later.
Pass me the dutchie. Pretty girl, come wine pon it. 10 toes, one girl, make you touch it.
Many hours later. The next the next morning.
Okay, guys, so as you can see, I did have fun because, yeah, there was fun to be had. Now, the silent party was nice, the entertainment group was really nice. I interacted with probably a total of 5 people for my entire stay, and every interaction that I had with these people was very good. Now, let's get into the meat of the matter. So, first of all, I want to give a nice shout out to Iconic Travel. My travel agent, Rochelle, was absolutely amazing from start to finish. She was very communicative, she was very professional. She ensured that I had an iconic experience. So at no point in time am I blaming my travel agent, Iconic Travel, for anything that I'm about to say. So I made my reservation with Riu over a month ago through my travel agent. And when I was making this request, I asked for a few things. The first thing is that I told my travel agent I have a broken leg and I'm walking with a cane. So I would need a room that's on the ground floor and that's close to all the amenities, right? Apart from that, I let this staycation was a little bit special for me, and so I would like a nice banner on my room door. I also like, either a fruit arrangement or some type of champagne upon entering the room for the first time. On top of all of that, I did say to her I will be celebrating a special event, and so I wanted to know if I had to make any reservations for any special restaurants or what I could get done at the restaurant if it was at an additional cost. I would be okay in paying it. Now, this was a reservation that was set. In setting the reservation, my travel agent made sure that she told them that I was walking with a cane and that I needed a floor room. Also let them know that my leg was broken. She informed me and she said to me that all their restaurants, they don't require reservations. All I need to do when I go to the restaurant of my choice, I just tell my server that I'm having a special occasion and they would provide me with a cake. I'm like, okay, no problem. She did say to me as well that she made note on the reservation that I needed a banner on my room door and the fruit arrangement or champagne. So I thought everything was set. Like everything was set. It was paid for. I was ready. I was packed like almost a week before. So when I went to check in on December 30, everything was great. The hospitality was good. When you entered Riu Negril, you actually got complimentary drinks. The young lady that I interacted with, as I said, my interactions were very good. I was checked in at the front desk, and when I checked in at the front desk, I made sure to ask the front desk person if these things were on my reservation, and she assured me that everything that I laid out to her regarding the room, regarding the location of the room, regarding what I wanted in the room, regarding the restaurants, all of that, everything was notated on my reservation. Okay, so I thought everything was great, right? The room, how Riu Negril is set up is that everything, well, not everything, but all the restaurants are to your left and the dwelling is to your right. So had no problem yet. I was placed in room 1033. Mind you, it was on the ground floor, but it was literally no less than half a mile from the lobby to my room. So I passed 32 rooms to get to mine. This was Rio's way of putting me on the ground floor close to the lobby and all the amenities. Mind you, it was like walking for days. Like I felt like in that moment I knew what Jesus was going through when he was walking through the wilderness for 40 days and 40 nights. It was that long. And imagine I had to do that for 4 days because I called the front desk immediately when I went into my room. I explained to them my uncomfortableness. I explained to them how hard and how many times I had to stop from the lobby to my room. And that wouldn't work for me. They said to me they were at 100% capacity. They couldn't do anything for me for that night, which was the 30th of December. But I should call back the next day because maybe somebody would have checked out and they can check me in and change my room. I did go ahead and tell my travel agent this as well. She did reach out to the front desk and she reached out to the hotel and they did the same thing, that they were full 100% capacity, but they would see what they would do for me the next day. The next day came, they did nothing. The third day, I saw a lot of people checked out, so I called and they still told me that they would need to check and get back to me. Nobody got back to me. So I had to walk that half a mile at least 4 times per day, right? Best believe my leg has been broken for 3.5 years. This was the first time I have felt pain within the break site, and this was due to the excessive walking. Now, when my orthopedic surgeon said to me, Deana-Rae, you need to learn to walk without assistance, I need you to strengthen your legs, I gave myself a 2,000 per day goal of steps. And when I went back to my orthopedic surgeon, he said, I told you to learn to walk. I didn't tell you to get up one day and just walk. So 2,000 steps were too much. I have a digital watch. Every day before 12 p.m., I had walked 6,500 steps. And I can tell you, all I did was walk from my room, walk to where I had breakfast to the poolside, and I was there at the poolside for at least 3 hours. That was my morning every morning. And before 12 p.m., I had walked 6,500 steps. So you guys can imagine the pain that I went through my entire trip. Fine. That was number one. Number two, there was no banner on my door. There was no fruit arrangement. There was no champagne. When I reached out to my travel agent and I expressed this to her, on the Saturday night, this front desk sent a fruit plate. Look at the fruit plate that they sent. Now, what am I supposed to do with that? How is this dried up fruit romantic? How is this? If you were going to welcome me into a room with a fruit arrangement or champagne, would it be that? Like, let's take a moment. Would it be that? I don't think it would be. So that's the second thing. At this point, my level of disappointment and discomfort was heightened. I suffer from anxiety, and I've done so many things to lessen my anxiousness, but Riu Negril just tapped into all of that from the very first night. So, okay, fruit plate didn't work out. So, of course, it's New Year's Eve and it's also a special night for me and my other half. And so we went to the Asian restaurant. Now, based on the menu, you would think you'd see a noodle inside. I saw nothing. There was not a noodle inside. So, first of all, inside was very Asian. It was absolutely gorgeous. But once again, it was a buffet line, and there was nothing on the buffet line that said Asian. So that was a disappointment for me. On top of that, I did tell my server that it was a special event, and she informed me that they had no cake. Yeah, they had no cake. Another disappointment. So at this point, on the third day, I had one day left, and you know, the room situation made no sense at this point because then when I walked and I left my room, by the time I came back, I was bedridden for 2, 3 hours. I was in so much pain. I literally could not move. I had to be getting my legs rubbed. It was like muscle contract, like consistently back to back to back. And that prevented me from walking. I mean, from the bed to the bathroom was like just a few meters. And it was like I had to crawl on the floor in order to reach to the bathroom. Now, if I'm on a staycation, and a staycation means, you know what it is, I was not there alone. I was with my other half. Half the time, he had to be taking care of me. He was worried about me in pain. We enjoyed ourselves as best as we could. And as you guys know, when I'm in or I'm in water, my legs really don't feel like how they feel outside of water. I feel very normal, like I can walk, I can run, I can skip, can do everything. That's when I'm in a pool. Not even when I'm in the sea. The sea does not work with my legs. I don't know, probably they're telling me that I'm going to get rusted, but when I go into water, it does not work for my skin, and it does not work for the metal that's inside of me. It feels very heavy. When I go into river water, when I go into pool water, it actually helps me feel some sort of normalcy, like there's nothing wrong with my legs. So apart from that, and you know what I've showed you guys in the video, he had to be consistently checking up on me, ensuring that I'm okay, ensuring that I'm comfortable, seeing how best he can alleviate my pain. Because of course, because I have brain damage, I can't take any pain medication besides Panadol, which doesn't work unless I overdose, and then I can't overdose. So I just have to pray and cry through every single pain. On top of all of that, this This was the icing on the cake. So first of all, in the bathroom, it's not disabled friendly. It is not. Now, I don't know who did that construction, but why would you put a bar leading into the shower and not put a bar at the toilet seat? And your toilet seats are so low. I literally had to hold on to the sink and hold on to the knob on the door to sit on the toilet seat and to get off of the toilet seat. Like, if I didn't know how to move light, I'd probably break the knob on the toilet or break the knob on the door because I had no support to sit or to get up off the toilet. I mean, the shower is a standing shower, and I can see why there is a grab bar in there, but why would you not put a grab bar at the toilet seat? Like, if I was immobile or paralyzed from the waist down, how would I get out of my chair onto the toilet seat if there was no grab bar? Because I have no support. So each time somebody would have to take me out of my wheelchair, place me on the toilet bowl, I do my business, and then me off the toilet seat. Mm. Now, this is the icing on the disappointment cake from Rio. So on my third day, we were at the pool. I wasn't feeling too well. Pain was on me, and we decided to go back to the room early. When I went back to the room, I decided that, I needed to pee. Now, while I was peeing, water dripped on my shoulder. I'm like, I thought it was just my mind because why would water be dripping on my shoulder in my bathroom? So I felt the drip again. And when I looked up, my bathroom ceiling was leaking water. Now, I'm an accountant by profession. I'm not a construction person. But logically speaking, and come with me a minute. We're logically thinking and reasoning this through, right? If I'm in my bathroom, hotel room, and water is dripping on me from the ceiling when I'm sitting on my toilet, as a construction person, if you're building a building, it means that all the rooms on this side of the building, all the bathrooms, are on the same level, as in, one above the other, because for plumbing purposes, for construction purposes, it would make sense, right? So if I'm in my bathroom and water is dripping on my shoulder when I'm sitting on the toilet, it simply means that above me is another room, which means it's one of two waters. It's either shit water or bath water. Now, why would you put the shower on the opposite side of the room above me? Logically making sense, you would not do that. So it's safe to say that when I was peeing, shit water was dropping on my shoulder. Yeah. Oh, Lord. Yes. I mean, this was the third day, and if they could not change my room from the first night and I was in excruciating pain that they could see, because even my ankles were swollen, would they really put any importance of changing my room the last night when I'm going to be checking out the next morning? I said nothing to them, but I did tell my travel agent, and I did take the pictures and the videos because, baby, to sit down and spend your money to get such a horrible experience, no. First of all, Riu Negril is going to get a 4 out of 10 for me. And this is the reason why. One, it's not friendly. So if you don't have a wheelchair or a motorized chair, you cannot comfortably get from one location to the next to enjoy the amenities of the resort. My travel agent said to me that they told her that there was a wheelchair available that I could use. Nobody called me from front desk and told me that. Nobody came to my room with that as well. So I don't know if that exists, right? So if you are not in a wheelchair or you don't have a motorized chair, Riu Negril is not for you. When it comes to using the bathroom, if you're not able to maneuver yourself properly as a disabled person, Riu Negril is not for you. Another reason why I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10 is because I did not have a good experience. The hospitality was not up to par for me. Because if My reservation is made a month in advance, and all the information is on my reservation and confirmed by the hotel's front desk. Why is it that they're so lazy to execute what was already in place? If it was last minute, I could understand, but there was nothing last minute about about my reservation. There was nothing last minute about my request. So yeah, walk with a cane. Why do you think you should put me 32 rooms away from the lobby? Bear in mind, when I walk from my room to the lobby, I have to walk another couple meters well before I get to any restaurant I'd like to eat at. Yeah, so the lobby is not where it stops, really. So, when it comes to the 5 people that I interacted with at Riu Negril, I had no problems. When it came to the food that I ate, because I chose my own food, all the food was good for me. Everything that I ate was good. The lasagna was mwah. Loved it. My room, the distance of my room, my uncomfortableness. Like I literally had to push through pain and try to wear a smile so that my spouse would not have a horrible weekend, because then, I mean, we were at a point where we wanted to leave. At least I wanted to leave, but then wasting all that money and leaving, it didn't make sense to me. So, if you are not a disabled person, if you don't mind walking long distances to get to the property's amenities, Rio Negro is for you. A disabled person with no motorized assistance, do not put Rio Negril on your bucket list. Anyways, I said what I said. This is, of course, my experience. Maybe you go to Rio Negril as a disabled person and you're using a cane or a walker and your experience is different from mine. Kudos to you. But for me, Rio Negril, and no Rio for that matter, will ever see my face again, because I have no intention of going back there. Like, none. No location at all. Period. It's not happening for me. So, guys, thank you so much for being on another video with me. I'm sorry if I rambled, if I ranted, if I got so emotional. But listen, I think I might start a series about this. Life as a disabled person, because as long as my leg is broken and I can't walk, by the Jamaican society or government, I'm classified as a disabled Jamaican woman. Maybe I should start looking at different, hotels, different industries, how they cater for the disabled, because there's a lot of people that have disabilities. And I'm not saying disability in a negative way. I'm saying that we have no control over a lot of things in our life. And I didn't have control over my accident, but it happened. And me with this new life in this new position, and so I have to now learn to maneuver how I walk, how I move, all of that jazz. And I mean, the places were there before me, but as a business you evolve, and evolving means catering for every type of person. Rio Negril, you need upgrades, period. So this is where I'm going to end today's video. Thank you guys so much for being here with me. I hope you enjoyed the good parts of the video, and I hope that the information that I have given to you, if somebody from Rio Negril is watching this video, I'm not trying to bash you guys. I'm giving my honest review and my honest experience. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, but I'm not going to say everything was bad about it. But there were highs and there were lows, and that is what I am going ahead and displaying today. So guys, thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure. I will see you guys on Friday at 7 p.m. Mwah.